Hello, welcome. Today we are going to be talking about the 3 most profitable Klaviyo flows. We're going to be running you through how we implement them, some design tips, and you'll be hearing from the very lovely Jane.
Hi.
Who runs all of our wonderful email marketing here. Jane, do you want to kick off with maybe kind of why Klaviyo is important?
Yeah. So as Matt said, we'll go through these 3 flows. These are the 3 flows we always implement immediately and are always checking that that a client has implemented. And then from there, we optimize those based on sort of A/B testing. These are 3 sort of collectively that you'll see kind of the most revenue come from across the brand and it doesn't really matter what that brand is. Like these are just those 3. And Klaviyo has really great templates for these flows already. So from that, you can sort of go with that template. They've already got optimized timings and whatnot in them. And then from there, you can sort of customize them to your brand's guidelines and whatnot.
I love it. I think most people are here because they want to implement and execute. So we won't harp on about kind of how important email is, but maybe just as a rule of thumb, the majority of our customers see around 30% plus of their revenue from email marketing and SMS. So yes, it's important. Yes, it's important to driving profit, and especially so much so that, this new environment where acquisition costs are rising, it's important to kind of balance that with great email marketing.
Yep.
So let's take a look at a welcome flow. Up on the screen here, we've got the Zoosh welcome flow. What is a welcome flow?
So a welcome series, welcome flow, this is one that is sent to someone immediately as soon as they subscribe to your newsletter. So that is something that you need to make sure is up, that you've got a pop-up, which you can create through Klaviyo, that you've got a pop-up saying, welcome. You can have a sign up for 10% off or some sort of value prop. And as soon as someone enters their details, they'll get sent with the first email in a flow.
Yeah.
Usually just, again, sort of reiterating what was in the sign up form, giving a bit of background about the brand itself, because it's that is the first interaction that this customer is having. So it's sort of beginning that trust building process that will sort of continue throughout the rest of the flows. So you want it to be a good one, and it allows you to really provide that immediate value to a customer. So you sort of, you want to make sure you're putting your best foot forward with the first email in the welcome series. So a rule of thumb, and if you look at the Klaviyo templates as well that are already there, you've got usually about 3 emails in the flow. Mm-hmm. Like I said, that first one. The second one is usually just maybe a bit more information about your brand. You might want to promote some of your social media platforms, things like that, that second email. And then that third one is usually just reminding people that their discount code's expiring, place your first order, that sort of thing.
That type of thing. Yeah. I think, of the 3 flows, this is probably one of the ones that generates the majority of revenue. If you're going to do any kind of Klaviyo work, it's do these 3 flows, right?
Yeah.
Spend some time on your welcome flow. Make sure it's thoughtful. You've got a clear call to actions. You've kind of mapped out very clear buttons. You've got great kind of copy. You've got some good imagery, and you'll do pretty well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. As Matt said, most of our clients, again, no matter what industry they're in, most of the revenue is coming from a welcome flow.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. All right. Well, what would be the, second best flow to kind of implement after a welcome?
We would usually recommend an abandoned cart flow.
Okay. Gotcha.
So again, Klaviyo's got great templates. Again, you'll have kind of 3 emails in this flow, and this is usually just to re-engage those customers. So abandoned cart, someone has added a product to their cart, but there was something that inhibited them from following through and converting.
Maybe they browsed on a website and then jumped on a mobile phone and couldn't convert, then want to come back later, right? Or something like that. Just something that maybe wasn't quite right for them at that time.
Yeah. And when you sort of look at the stats as to what the main hindrances are for why people don't convert, is usually shipping prices.
Oh, yeah.
And how many details they need to give over. So if on your website, for someone to be able to check out, if they need to sign up, create a profile and all of this, it's usually a pretty big hindrance. People just want to be able to check out pretty easily and not pay a fortune for shipping.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think, when we look at kind of, I guess, abandoned cart, one thing that stands out to me is they're simple.
Yeah.
Like they're not super complex. They're not like amazing in terms of the amount of content being packed in there. It's really like a very clear message. It's like, hey, you're on our website. You expressed a lot of interest. Here is a hopefully engaging message to you that might get you to come back over the line, or maybe like an offer incentive or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah. So that first email in the flow is usually a reminder. It's sent pretty quickly after, maybe like 30 minutes to 2 hours after someone had added to their cart.
Yeah.
Just a reminder, usually it's a pretty big, like sort of a big image to remind someone what it was that they were looking at, and then triggers that in their mind. And then sort of a second email in that flow might be, again, some sort of value prop, sort of based on those hindrances. So you might offer free shipping for the next 24 hours just to push that person to check out. You might want to outline that they don't need to sign up and, give all these details for them to check out if that was one of the things stopping them, things like that. And then that third one is usually sort of reiterating that value prop and giving some sort of like time restriction on it that, time's running out, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. I think urgency is a great thing that people can take away. It's
100%.
like, especially with these types of offers and incentives, you don't have to run this discount and give away margin or profit or incentives for a long period of time. You can do it over a short period of time and be really aggressive to try and bring somebody back in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, usually like for us, we'll usually sort of implement like a 24-hour and send people a reminder during that 24 hours, and we see that conversion rate really pick up.
Yeah, cool. I love it. Okay. All right. Well, that's welcome. That's abandoned. What would be the third absolute gotta have kind of flow?
Yeah. Third one is back in stock. This is one, it's got sort of similar characteristics to the abandoned cart based on like the look of it. So I think you're showing one on the screen as we speak. Yeah, so you'll see that the image is quite large. It is reminding people what it was that they were interested in initially. And that back in stock, again, you will need to have something set up through your Shopify store to make sure that like next to the product it says, notify me when this is available again. You need to make sure that that's set up prior. That's just embedding some code into the website. Then from there, that will prompt someone to enter in their email, and then once that item is back in stock, they'll get sent an email. We also like to send an SMS if someone has opted in for SMS, just because people are on their phone more than they're on their emails. They'll see a text come up straight away, and it will trigger that, oh yeah, that product I was looking at, 3 weeks ago, it's back in stock finally.
Yeah. I mean, I think for me, this is one of the most crazy things that we see big brands aren't even implementing.
Yeah.
Like a back in stock. People are expressing interest in these products. They want to purchase them and buy them when they're back in stock, but they don't either have the integration, which is so simple, or they don't actually have the flow set up.
Back in stock, like that customer is the closest to converting. The thing that's hindering them is you, not them.
Like you've got the stock.
They don't care about the shipping price. They don't care about that. The only hindrance is the fact that that thing is not in stock in their size or in the color they wanted or whatever it might be.
Yeah, cool.
Yep.
All right, well, that's it. Really, it's welcome, abandon, back in stock. You might need a little integration to make it happen, but if you've got those three flows, you're off to an amazing start. That's kind of what generates the majority of profit and performance for our clients and brands. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments, like and subscribe to this. We're going to be running out and launching much more tips and integration series. So let us know if there's something specific you want Jane, myself, or the team to cover.
Yes. Thank you.
I love it. Thanks.
Bye.